Hills Elementary School presents Team Ancillary. This is our open house 2020. Our first teacher that we'll introduce to you tonight or reintroduce is Miss Wilson. As you can see, Miss Wilson is our art teacher. In art, students will learn the elements of art, which are lines, forms, shape, color, value, texture, and space. Students will use these elements of art to create their own original works of art. Students will gain an understanding and a knowledge of art and art history. Our next ancillary teacher is Mr. Reyes. Mr. Reyes is new to ancillary, but he is not new to Marshall. This year, Mr. Reyes is teaching computer technology. Specifically in computer technology, students will be using the app of learning.com. Students will learn about internet safety, online etiquette, computer fundamentals, keyboarding skills, and the upper grades will even learn about basic coding. For practice, students will access their assignments online, which is also where they will turn in their assignments through the app learning.com, which students can access through the hub. Students will develop critical technology skills by using learning.com's comprehensive digital literacy curriculum, instruction, and assessment solutions. Our next teacher is Ms. Ferguson. Ms. Ferguson, as you can tell from the illustrations here, she is our dance teacher. In dance, students will learn basic elements of dance, movement, and sound. They will learn the basic elements of different genres of dance, such as ballet, jazz, hip hop, and modern dance. Students will gain an appreciation for the art of dance and for movement. Ms. Bishop is new to the ancillary team with a new ancillary class, which is Imagine Learning. In Imagine Learning class, students will have independent time to practice on Imagine Learning. So 25 minutes on Imagine Language and Literacy and 25 or Imagine Espanol, depending on the student's language. So they will either work on reading in English or reading in Spanish, and 25 minutes on Imagine Math. You see the icons here for Imagine Espanol, Imagine Language and Literacy, and Imagine Math. Students, the classroom teachers will probably also give them assignments to work in Imagine Math and Imagine Language and Literacy. But for Ms. Bishop's class, this is that extra practice, that extra intervention time. Students, keep your eyes and your ears open because we are going to have some Imagine competitions. So for those students who are doing exceptionally well in Imagine or who are spending a lot of time on Imagine Learning, you may be able to win prizes. The next teacher that I'm introducing is myself, Miss Roberts. I am the library media teacher. So in library media, the goals for students is to, sorry, my screen switched, is to improve student achievement and information literacy. It is our goal to ensure that all HISD students are prepared to be good digital citizens. And so we use different apps such as Myon, Mac and Via, Padlet, and Teacher Made, where students will be doing interactive reading online, reading with me, and then doing different activities on their own. Students are to gain an appreciation of reading for pleasure and for purpose. Sometimes we read for the enjoyment, and sometimes we read to learn something. Our next and our final ancillary instructor that we have is Coach Freeman. Coach Freeman, as you can tell, he is the instructor of physical education, which we call PE for short. In PE, students will learn how to be fit, how to get fit, and how to stay fit. They will learn that movement is fun and why they should value physical activity, not just now while they're young, but for a lifetime. Students will know the 5 components of fitness. As we know, social distancing is really important for those students who are returning to campus. And so he will focus on personal space activities such as stretching, yoga, dance, and creative movement. In PE class, your grade will be dependent upon your class participation. Now, we have had a lot of students, a lot of parents ask us, how do I get access to the ancillary class? Well, your teacher at the beginning of the year provided a link for all students to join. There are 2 teams. So you either join the K2 team or the 3-5 team. Parents here, students here should be part of the 3-5 team. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here in this meeting. So you've already become a member. You get there by clicking on Teams, you find the icon, and you find the class here on the list. Now we're going to watch just a snippet, a brief part of a video of how to access your ancillary team. Actually, we'll skip that part, but I will drop the link in the chat. But it is on our school's YouTube channel. Oh, here it is. Okay, we'll just watch a part of it. And I don't think I shared my sound. Are you able to hear the volume for the video?
Yes.
Okay, so that was a video that explained how to get into the teams and how to get to the channels. This is how the channels look for kinder through second grade and for third through fifth grade. So students will get to the teacher's lessons by clicking on the channels, and you'll see our pre-recorded videos there for the students. Our pre-recorded videos are also available on our school's YouTube channel. That's right, Marshall has its very own YouTube channel. And so students can access our YouTube by going to youtube.com/HISD Marvels. And this page will show. You'll see that each ancillary class has a different playlist. So this is where each of our lessons are saved. So if at any point a student wants to go back and watch the art lesson or, excuse me, they would like to go back and do another dance routine with Miss Ferguson, these lessons are pre-recorded and they are available for students to go back to. Keep in mind that for certain classes, there are assignments that students submit. So I know for Ms. Wilson, they are completing assignments in the hub. For Ms. Ferguson, she asked students to do video submissions. For my class in library, we have different assignments. Sometimes it's a reading response on Padlet or a response on teacher made an activity there, but the links are always included in the post on the channels. For Coach Freeman, his assignments are activities, and so it's the students actually going through the exercise routines. And then for Mr. Reyes, his assignments are through learning.com. All right, so all of you are invited to follow myself, Marshall's Library on Instagram and on Twitter. For Instagram, it is Library of Marvel, and for Twitter, it's the same handle. And you can also follow Marshall Elementary on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. The handle is HISD Marvels. And our school's website is www.houstonisd.org/Marshall ES. And so the shortcuts on our school website, I tell students if you just type HISD Marshall ES, then you will see the website for our campus. All right, I have gone through and have introduced your ancillary teachers, giving you insight into what you'll learn in each of your ancillary classes, how to get to the ancillary team, how to get to your lessons. What questions do you all still have for me that I can answer for you tonight? Who has questions?
Who supposed to be Miss Robert?
Yes, this is Miss Roberts. You are more than welcome to unmute your mic and ask your question verbally, or if you're more comfortable typing your question in the chat, you can do that also.
Okay.
What's your question, Oscar?
No.
Okay. So if there are no questions, I guess while we're here, real quick, I'll just show you all, excuse me, the ancillary team and how it looks. We really want more of our students to complete their ancillary lessons and to submit those to the teachers. see here. Let me stop sharing that. And let me share. So your team students, when you go, you should see the ancillary teams here. This is 3rd through 5th. These are your ancillary classes. So if your teacher tells you to go to art, you actually click on that channel and you find the art lesson for that week. We are being very careful about making sure that we're dating it and that we're being very clear about what the lessons are. And so you can see here that she wants you to read, to click here to go to the video. And in the video, she tells you what the assignment is, as well as she has it written here. And each teacher has the same thing. Mr. Reyes has his YouTube video, and in the video, he explains to you what your assignment is. If you don't see the whole message, you click here where it says see more, and you will be able to see the whole part of the lesson, the whole format of the lesson. So if there are no further questions for me or for Mr. Reyes, this is the conclusion of our presentation about ancillary for open house. Ms. Price, our campus principal, is going to have a general meeting for everyone at 6. Oh, are we late? Oh, we are. We're late. Let's go. Here's the link here. So you can just click on that link and it should take you directly to that live. Thank you all so much for coming to open house tonight and for coming to the ancillary session. We really appreciate it. If you ever have questions, feel free to email us or to have your teachers tell us to reach out to you, and we're more than happy to help you all. Thank you. Have a great evening. Click on the chat so that you can see the link so that we can go to the event with Ms. Price. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, have a good night.